Kingdom Come Deliverance is an RPG which ignores players' choice. This game will often push you into situations in which you don't want to be in. Obviously, you, like a medieval peasant, don't want to go fist-fighting drunk nobles because in the time in which game is set in, there would be harsh punishment for such action. You see, during this period, the feudal system was firmly established, where peasants were at the bottom of the social hierarchy with the limited rights compared to the nobility. The nobility held significant power, and any act of violence against them by a lower class was seen not only as personal affront but as an attack on social order itself. Under King Wenceslaus IV, who was known for his unpredictable rule, which could swing between negligence and harsh measures, his lack of consistent control might have led to varied local enforcement of the law. But any noble would likely have had significant leeway in punishing such an affront. In summary, the punishment would likely to be severe, potentially including torture, public execution, or both, as a means to maintain the strict social hierarchy and deter others from the similar acts. Yet game will throw you into this situation, expecting you to fight this Moravian noble. Also, shortly before this in the story, you were punished for starting a brawl in the local inn, and your punishment was to be locked for the night in the village square. By that, in my eyes, game demonstrated that your character will be punished if catched doing crimes even in the main story. Also, this was another example of game ignoring what you as a player have chose to do. I tried to stop Hans from provoking this brawl, yet he started it nonetheless. If you did stop that brawl from occurring, please let me know in the comments so I know. Anyway, when I saw that game wants me to hit a noble, I expected that if I will do that, game will punish me for it. So I decided to run away towards a guard that warned me about these guys in hope that he will stop him from attacking me. I think that is not unreasonable expectation. Yet game did not allow me to do that or run away. Instead, I was thrown into a cutscene where Henry did punch that Moravian noble anyway, completely ignoring what I have chose to do. Seeing that did not make me very happy. But at least game did not punish me for that, as I had no choice in the matter. Another thing is that this scene kind of destroys historical authenticity of the moment. I don't think that reaction of the guard commander when seeing peasant punching noble would be him starting to make fun of the noble. Guard commander is no noble either. This is ridiculous. So this is what I was trying to show in the first video, but because some people did not understand why I decided to make it, I wanted to explain my thought process now. Now, I want to show you next quest after this one. For one, this quest is currently bugged, and for the second, in this quest, game will also not respect player's choice. So the quest I am talking about is the one where Blacksmith Radovan wants you to find local hermit which is in possession of broken sword which is made from welded steel. There is some investigation in this quest where you are supposed to find out where exactly is home of this hermit. You can also investigate rumors of him dabbling with infernal forces, and there are rumors of apparition near commemorative cross you can investigate as part of this quest. When you do, you will find informations about his past. I am not going to go over that here, but eventually you will meet Hermit and talk to him, and he will send you to give message to one widow, and for that he will promise you to reveal a location of broken sword. Here is whole conversation.
You've no business here, fella. Go back where you came from. I don't want to set eyes on you ever again.
I came about that sword of yours. I'd like to buy it from you.
I'll keep my sword, thanks very much. It's a fine piece.
Right. Long since broken and unused. I wouldn't hum and haw too long if I were you. Radovan the blacksmith will give you a good price for it.
Oh, right. You mean that sword? I don't have it anymore.
Pity about your sword. It was made from good steel, from what I heard. Folk told me you got it from somewhere in Andalusia?
God knows where it's from.
Well, I'm a blacksmith. I know the value of good steel wherever it's from. Pity you got rid of it.
Oh, God. If I give you that piece of old junk, will you leave me alone?
I can promise you that. What are you asking for it?
Nothing. Just a small service. Listen carefully, then. There's an old widow called Margaret living in the village. Take this cross to her, and say to her exactly these words. Margaret, Ambrose forgives you, but his brother must get what is rightfully his.
Margaret, Ambrose forgives you, but his brother must get what is rightfully his.
That's right.
I hope she'll know what this is about.
Don't worry, she will. Give her the cross, and I'll tell you where you can find the sword. Benedictio Domini sit tecum.
Then after you will give his message to the widow, you can choose to help her to bury remains on the consecrated ground, but if you will do that, Hermit will be dead. If you will talk to the knights that killed him, they respond as if you were helping them to kill Hermit, and they even give you some silver as a reward. Also, you can sell them valuable books that belong to their order, but they have no money to give you for that, so yeah.
What about our deal?
Ave Maria, gratia plena.
You owe me something, knight.
You're right. Conrad was one of the best swordsmen of the Order. We wouldn't have stood a chance without you. Here's your silver.
I have some documents
My God. The Order's...
in a hiding place.
It's a good thing you told me about it.
Hey, youngster, why are you hanging around here? Thanks for the help, but we're finished with you now.
I'm afraid there's no way I can...
What was it actually?
I shouldn't tell you. Conrad was paid by the Inquisition to kill our Grandmaster, Zdeněk of Prague. He failed by the grace of God, but while fleeing from the commandery, the treacherous villain...
What did Conrad...
The local hermit, Ambrose, was his long... He was seneschal of our order, but why Conrad was pretending to be his... Maybe...
Our accounts...
Gloria...
Get moving! Hey, lad, better be on your way.
So obviously this is a bug, as Henry was not there to help them. Now quest journal will tell you to investigate the Hermit's home for clues that can lead you to a broken sword, but knights will not allow you to do that as they now perceive Hermit's hut as their own, and if you will not leave they will attack you. I tried to kill them by using element of surprise, but hitboxes in this game are not the greatest, so I landed only 2 hits on the first night, and because this is just third story mission, I was too weak to kill 2 armored knights and they killed me.
Show what you're made of!
Take that fucker out, damn it!
So I reloaded the game and I did not help Widow this time, I did go directly towards Hermit's hut. Now I will show you how game will ignore your choice if it's not correct choice the developer wants you to pick. So now Hermit is alive, and if you will decide to talk with knights, they will ask you to help them. They will tell you they have no chance against Hermit and his crossbow, and they will promise you a reward if you help them. But I was like, no, I am this random dude who wants broken sword. I'm not going to pick side in your conflict. But then game was like, aha! Aha! You did choose to side with Hermit. Are you sure you want to side with Hermit? And even Henry is like, well, if I have no choice, I will help you. Otherwise you need to solo all these knights.
Hey, fella! Listen, we need help.
What happened?
If you're going to see the hermit, be warned. The man in the hut is just pretending to be the hermit. The Inquisition paid him to murder. Fortunately, God did not let him carry out the crime. But 2 of our brothers were killed by Conrad when they tried to detain him.
And I see a third one will soon join them.
He was just about to flee from here as well. We took him by surprise, but he had time to grab that damned crossbow and shoot Klesgen. By the Virgin Mary...
You're a knight?
Yes. We take... You have to...
Why should I get mixed up in it?
I'll pay you. Otherwise, we won't have a chance against...
This is your business.
Mary, Mother of God. Of course. Why...
No, if I don't have any choice...
God. Try to get... But do it quickly, before he gets away... Excuse me.
Like, come on, what is this? Wherever I go in this game, there is something not working properly, and why I get no choice, and I will pick the wrong choice in the eyes of developers. They will step in and are like, no, you will not do this, try again. Do what we want you to do. This is ridiculous. Do you remember when Daniel Vavra was like, this is an RPG, we need as many choices in RPG as possible. That is why we need guy romance. But then when you want to do something in the story or pick option, they don't want you to pick. Game is like, what options? You don't need any options, peasant. Do what you are told. And mind you, this is just third story quest in the game, and I already find so many bugs and choices that just pretend to be choices. Wolves, most common early game enemy, is unable to fight you if you are holding a bow. That is true for wild dogs too. Caravan of wagons is standing in place with horses going each to different side. Graphical glitches when we talk about choices where you actually don't have any choice. You must punch Bohemian Noble, you must side with someone when Hermit is concerned. You cannot stop Hans from starting a brawl. But this is Game of the Year, guys! It is like internet already decided that this game will be good and all flaws will now be ignored. I am of course going to play through this game and I will inform you what else did I find. Once I will finish it, I would like to do complete review of this game. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you want to support me, please like and subscribe. Have a nice day and goodbye.
I'll be done with you in a flash. Got you, one of them, swine. You want to try me? You two got you, you swine. Now it's your turn. Go fuck yourself.
You silly doggy. Stop fooling around.
You're beginning to make me nervous.